I first heard about Warrior Path, ironically, from my wife, who attended the program before I ever knew anything about it. I had reached a point where I was tired of being tired. I'd done all the other programs that are out there for veterans, and there was really nothing left for me. But again, seeing the changes in my wife inspired me to at least give one more try. So I said, what the heck, and went to Warrior Path. It was intense. The 7 days was a challenge because it forced me to slow down. It forced me to focus on myself, which is something that I had never done, never practiced self-care. But it was intense from an emotional standpoint, a mental standpoint, because I went and explored parts of my mind and my thoughts that I'd been hiding for decades. And to be able to do that with like-minded individuals was very powerful for me. It made the difference. Being in a room full of individuals who understood where I've been, who had been there and done that, allowed connection to happen where I was able to talk openly and honestly without a mask. I was authentic because they all understood me for what I'd experienced, and they supported me. The military is a family, so fellow veterans and first responders, we formed a tight bond that I still hold true today. Before going to Warrior Path, I was always in the mindset that I would learn from my struggles as a result of the suffering and the pain. Post-traumatic growth for me has showed that I can embrace the struggle. I look forward to the struggle, and then I can grow throughout personal relationships, my appreciation for life. I have the strength to learn from the struggles. After attending Warrior Path, folks saw the change in me, and now my relationships are first and foremost authentic. I'm not hiding behind a mask. The person that they see is the person that I am. We as warriors spend most of our time helping others. That's why we get that call to service, but we have to take care of ourselves, and this program is a safe space to do that. So post-traumatic growth and Warrior Path it's not just a course that's 7 days, it's a life shift. By doing these every day, it allows me to face the struggles, to overcome the struggles, and to continue being the best version of myself. And I know that I'm not perfect, but Warrior Path and post-traumatic growth supports that.
Struggle Well as a program for post-traumatic growth is part of what I do as the director of all post-traumatic growth training at the Big Red Barn Retreat. My experience with Struggle Well, not only as a facilitator, but also having attended Struggle Well training. And what Struggle Well training allowed me to be able to do, and continues to allow me to do, is to focus on the growth mindset. And so that ability to go from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset allows me to continue even beyond years of where I may have thought I knew everything, but allows me to continue to go through this process of learning. You know, the part of Struggle Well training that resonates with me the most is probably the connections that happen. You know, human connection is the one thing that we as humans desire the most. That's the thing that leads to a good life, is relationships and being connected to other people. And in Struggle Well training, the opportunity to realize that I'm not alone in this thing called life presents itself every single day. So the Struggle Well program by design helps each individual find their personal way of what I call dealing with stress in a healthy way. And so the training, even for myself, provides the opportunity to learn different ways to approach stress and build a capacity to deal with stress before stress happens, as opposed to when it does. So the difference that I notice some of my colleagues and people that I either serve with or spend time around when they engage in specific post-traumatic growth training, or whether it's Struggle Well or Warrior Path, winds up being the intentional focus on aligning whatever it is that they want to do aligned with the very things that they're trying to do. So Struggle Well in itself is linked to the concept and the philosophy of post-traumatic growth. What's beautiful about this concept is that it's been around for thousands of years. This is not anything new. We've titled it Struggle Well because struggle, as I've shared before, is inevitable. We are all going to go through some form of struggle. There's no comparison to what individual struggles may be because it's different for each person. What's not different for each person is the impact of those challenges or struggle. We've all been sad. We've all come to a space of being angry about something. We've all been in that space to where we wanted to be alone. And whether it's a short period of time or not, what created it is what's different. The fear of being judged for the reason why I think or feel or act in this way is typically what will keep me from going to somebody and telling them that I need help. That's what Struggle Well allows me and gives me permission to do as a person, to speak about things and the impact of them. Not the thing itself, not the challenge, not the struggle, but the impact of that struggle on me and my life, and help me to understand through somebody else's experience on how I might be able to do better and be better. And so that's what my hope is, that more people recognize that programs like Struggle Well and Warrior Path that we offer at the Big Red Barn Retreat give people permission to help themselves so that they can continue to help others.